Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. Welcome to the Ultimate Choice. We're going to be taking it on just by ourselves. This is basically a battle arena boss gauntlet thing. So, what we want to do is we want to select an ability for ourselves. Now, what you can do is you can actually press X to play as the friend, the ally version of the character, as opposed to Kirby. This can be helpful if you know you're going to want to stick with one ability the whole run, but if you think you might want to switch it up, not so much. Then again, there aren't many ability options for you to switch it up into. But, yeah. Anyway, so I guess that leaves me to select what I want to play as for this this thing. Let's do Yo-Yo. We're gonna need some solid support. What'll do. Let's also bring some muscle in Bonkers, and I'd recommend bringing a healer for longer of these, but we're probably just gonna take on the first level today. So I say maybe we bring along... Birdon's pretty solid. Let's bring along Beatley. Okay. So, you can start with any level of these. There's Sweet Breeze, Mild Stroll, Zesty Expedition, Spicy Adventure, and Sizzling Threat. And you'll unlock the final two as soon as you clear some of the other lower level difficulties. I don't feel the need to show off these. They're just... like, that one's not even worth it. 4 battles for only 3 puzzle pieces. 6 battles for 4. 7 battles for 5. 8 battles for 6. 9 battles for 7 still isn't really too worth it. But it's kind of better simply because, like, it at least unlock the next one for sure. So we're going to do level 5. Sizzling Threat. And I love that. Anyway, we're starting with Wispy Woods. I should have brought someone with fire, probably. Anyway, let's get everyone, let's get Bonkers Lightning too. So it works like other Kirby arenas, except it's the ultimate choice, because you can choose the difficulty as opposed to just being locked into all bosses, I guess. But, like, I don't know, I kind of like the other arenas in that they give you some level of, like, you can select what copy abilities you want beforehand, you know, and also, like, I mean, you can with this one, but it's not like a dedicated room, it's more of, like, a singular instance of you can select your copy ability. I don't know, I also like the restroom in this one, I don't know, it's just not as... well, I guess the restrooms haven't always been... restroom. No, the break rooms, you know, haven't always been, restrooms, break rooms, whatever you want to call it, you know, haven't always been the best in all of, arena history. I don't know, the designation as ultimate choice is a little weird to me. Because, like, you're not really choosing anything. Unless, like, you're playing with, like, your little brother who needs to, like, think he's powerful or something. I don't know. But it's like, you either play on, like, the highest difficulty available, or, like... there's, like, only a couple modes that, like, anyone, you know, who's anyone actually plays on. You know, like, no one's playing on, like, level 5 or whatever outside of the first time through. You know, I don't understand why it wasn't just the normal arena. It's like, again, what do you really get out of having the option to, like, say, you know, go... what do you really get out of having that option to, like, choose your difficulty? I guess, you know, to choose the difficulty, whatever, right? But, like, it doesn't really add too much in this case, because it's like it just determines the number of bosses you fight, you know, and it's not that big a deal. It's like, I think it's a case of like, you know, I don't know. I don't see the arena / ultimate choice as a place for like, you know, people who aren't experienced with the game. Because to me, it's like literally the opposite. It's like the one place, you know, it's like the one place in the game that's made to be challenging and difficult, like, in more of a you have to be really good at the game way, you know. Like, to the point that there are some arenas that, like, in Kirby history that I have not beaten yet, specifically Planet Robobots. I got really close with Planet Robobot, and I think I died, like, on the, literal, like, I want to say I was literally, in the final bit of it. Either that, or that I imagined that, and, it was, like, right before the final bit, you know, that I died in. On Planet Robobot. Oh, right, we don't have healing. We're halfway through, so let's get an energy drink. And also as you go along, they slightly lessen, your health, which just seems like, why? I mean, I think they've been lessening the health, and that's why we don't have full health bars, but what do I know? So, yeah. Anyway, all these bosses go down super fast, because again, we have 4 people, and we can go in with whatever abilities we want. We don't need puzzle solving, you know. They don't need anything for puzzles, so, you know, we can just completely wreck a lot of this, especially lower level bosses. Who's up next? Pawn and Con. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, arena, like, yeah, there's only, like, one arena I haven't beaten. It's, Robobot's arena. And I got really close, but, like, at that point, it was, like, 30 minutes, and I'm like, no, I'm not spending, you know, my Saturday afternoon on this, you know. Just for the one attempt, it was 30 minutes. I think I made a couple other attempts before that. But it was, like, just a case of, no, I'm not, my hands are getting a little tired of, I basically, you know, main the spark or plasma ability in Kirby arenas most of the time, except in this game, because you have green friends, so it's better to just try and, you know, overpower yourself with, you know, elemental weapons. But yeah, but in Robobot, you know, I was using Spark, and obviously, you know, to charge it, I had to continuously, like, mash all the different directions. So it was just a bit of a pain, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that again today. And I haven't reattempted it since. Simply because, again, just like, every time I think about reattempting it, I'm just like, do I really want to dedicate half an hour to doing this? And I'm always like, no. You know? Anyway. So, what? Where'd all this stem from? Oh yeah, like the arenas are kind of meant to be pretty difficult. Even the true arena is really meant to be difficult, but even the regular arena can be difficult, like, in its own right, you know? And, like, I kind of feel like, you know, I guess in this game the bosses go down so fast, but, like, I don't see the point of having, like, a difficulty option outside of arena, true arena, you know? We should use it or lose it, I guess, is what we're going with the, energy drinks, so. Anyway, we're challenging the person with lightning. while only having lightning on our team. Anyway. So, I don't know. What all do we, for this arena, for this run, I'm talking over it because I know for sure I'll win at the end. We're already on the last battle. And it's against Highness. Oh, and they give me an energy drink here. Cool. Anyway. One more, so I might as well just make sure we're all topped off. Topped off. I don't know. Anyway, and then after this, I guess we'll try the highest difficulty level. And try to clear that also today, just so it's done. Anyway. But we're gonna for sure wreck Highness pretty easily. Especially since, like, you know, Yo-Yo just does a lot of damage. Of course, he still has his phase 2, just pretty the same. But he still goes down pretty fast because we've got Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo's pretty good. A lot of people credit Yo-Yo as the best Kirby copy ability ever. And I have to say, kinda, yeah. It's very powerful. In Star Allies especially, you know, where it has a couple new moves. But that was a misinput. But you know, it basically its most powerful attack is invincibility, right? It's like you basically, and like in this game where you can add elemental effects to increase the range of your yo-yo, like it's just absurd, you know, how powerful you become. But you know, so that's why yo-yo is pretty good. Honestly, I don't think Yo-Yo is my personal favorite. I think Yo-Yo is really solid. Oh, we can now use Dream Friends. Yo-Yo is really solid, but I don't necessarily think Yo-Yo is, like, the best possible copy ability. Personally. Fiery Showdown and Infertile Crisis difficulties are now unlocked in the Ultimate Choice. Alright. So, back to single player. This time, do I play as one of the Dream Friends? I had a lot of success with Yo-Yo. That I'm gonna try Ninja. But not just any Ninja, we're going Biospark. And now, we need Adeline and Ribbon for healing for sure. Raikine and Ku are good elemental masters. But otherwise they don't really contribute a whole lot for me, my personal playstyle. I think we could bring them. Yeah, let's try bring them, and we'll bring Waddle Doo too. Oh wait, if I'm gonna use electricity, there's no point in bringing Waddle Doo, so I might as well bring somebody else who can benefit from elemental stuff. Let's bring Gim as an ally. Anyway, here's Fiery Showdown, and here is Infernal Crisis. Is Infernal Crisis the last one? I don't think it is. Give it your all. Challenge yourself in Infernal Crisis. Anyway. No, I don't want you to... Oh, you can give me... You can give me elemental abilities too. You can give me ice and lightning for sure. Oh my god. No, I want Gim to get something. Okay. I'll take whatever we have. No, Adeline. Don't touch those. Okay. Anyway. This one will be a bit longer, but then again, when we're up against, you know, Wispy Woods, I know it's Tiki Woods, but, like, is it really not Wispy? You can't tell me it's not Wispy. Like, basically, I mean, like, they have the exact same attacks, except this guy, I think, does more damage, or, like, uses more, like, Gordos, or whatever those things are in his attacks. You know, that's basically it, from what I remember. Anyway, we got mid-bosses. So we had 13 this time compared to 9. 2 of them are for sure Francisca and Flamberge. But who could the other ones be? I can't imagine that this is the end. Like, I like distinctly remember the end being a lot more intense about, like, the whole you're at the end, you know. So if +2 only gets us to +2 would only get us to 11, so who's, you know, who could possibly be 12, 13? We already fought DDD, so yes, please do that. Okay, so this is why you bring along Adeline and Ribbon. Oh, can they not use their healing thing in the restroom? Rest area, whatever. Try doing your thing. Okay. You can do it here, that's good. It's good to figure that out while we're still on a fairly low-level boss, like DDD. I don't think this is actually the final, whatever you want to call it, the final destination, if you will. Anyway. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, he'll go down pretty easily just to my, ninja attack, I guess. So, we're getting through this pretty quick. Arena, or ultimate choice isn't too bad, though I think we might want to actually take a heal if we want to avoid Adeline. And I think the problem is Adeline and Ribbon don't have a lot of actual fighting prowess, so they go down pretty easily. The problem, though, or maybe they just have, like, a lower HP stat or something? Do we have unique HP stats? Is that a thing we have? I didn't think so, but maybe it is. Or maybe they just haven't been avoiding attacks. Hopefully they're all going down pretty quick. So, of course. Okay, before we get locked into another fight and lose Adeline, we're gonna revive her with half her health. Don't really need. Alright. I don't know, this does feel kind of final. But at the same time, it also feels like, again, I remember this, the final battle here being really intense with, like, all its presentation and stuff. But maybe this is the fun. No, it's definitely not the final. I literally just don't know what else could be. But we're tearing through it pretty quick. It's still taking a while, but that's because we have a lot of bosses, not because each boss is taking long. You know, basically already gone through 4 technical boss fights, I think. Well, wait, if this is 9 left, that means we did 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, 4. Okay. Adeline must just have, like, a low HP status, something. Oh my god, Adeline! Maybe you should stop standing in the middle. Dude! Adeline! Adeline! Don't just stand there. Can you actually... Like, oh my god. I want you to do your healing. Okay, whatever. Adeline, Adeline, just do it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Why bring a healer to a fight if you can't even heal? Well, we haven't seen this before. Meta Knight actually reforms eventually. And, does a thing, so, whatever. I don't know if I can afford to heal. We still have 8. So... we'll try one more fight without any more healing. Unless maybe you have your thing refilled. No, not yet. Okay. Goldon and Silvox. Silvox? I think it's Silvox. That seems right. Okay. Well, we're already down to halfway. So... Adeline, please. Thank you. Okay. Could you maybe share? Have you thought about that? Okay. Well, Gim's gonna have half his health. Okay. There we go. That's one of them down. We need to heal after this. Why did I bring along Adeline? She seems to just be causing problems. Like, literally. I think Gim is probably doing the most, for the team. But, yeah. We have 7 more. We can afford to use some of the stash to heal our friends who can't dodge, apparently. Like, but we need the extra damage output from them if we actually want to, you know, succeed. But, like, remind me to never bring Adeline and Ribbon again, because I don't know why or how, but apparently they just won't heal you when you want them to. Like, ever. Anyway. Alright. So, unfortunately, I don't really have, much of a way to deal with aerial foes, outside of, like, my backdrop move and maybe my Blossom Storm attack, kinda. We're really low, but I can't rely on any more mid-battle heals, or not mid-battle, but before and after battle heals. We're gonna have to try and rely on Adeline pulling through. Maybe this is the final one. I just don't remember this, like, being the final one. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Adeline, thank you. Okay. Fire is really useful here. Yeah. Mostly because, if you hadn't tried to heal me or me heal you or whatever that was, I think I probably could have avoided getting hit, but it's fine. We will just continue completely dominating this fight. Okay. Let's get Adeline back up. Okay. There we go. Gim's still hurting a bit, but he'll be fine. Okay. How many fights we got left? 5 more. If we can survive this fight, then we'll have exactly enough that we can heal once before every fight, which is usually good. Unfortunately, I am inoptimally elementized for this this battle. Oh my god. Please. Oh my gosh. Please, I'm just asking for a different element. Can you... I should have done this in between. Can you... Oh my god, why are they just so bad? There we go. Okay. Thank god we were able to stop her from doing the thing. But Bluster is not optimal. I would have preferred Splash or even Freeze from Adeline, but Adeline just can't cooperate. Adeline is not a team player. As much as, like, you know, her whole thing is, like, she's supposed to be a support character and not really her own. It doesn't work here. Just give me an element that isn't wind. Thank you. Actually, I really would need water. Adeline, don't. Oh my god, Adeline, why? Preferably, I guess I would take Splash, but Lightning's fine. Anyway. Honestly, you know, I do really like Zap Ninja. Like, just like the flowers of the Zap Ninja attack. But just because of how often you find yourself getting hit for, like, no reason is mainly why I chose to be, you know, Biospark as opposed to, you know, Ninja Kirby. Because then I can't lose my ability should something go wrong, you know? Anyway, we're going to use a similar method that we used for the other Zan Partisan fight of just doing our best to kind of... whatever that was. Anyway, we should be making our way... Well, now we're fighting Highness, so... should be getting out of here soon. Though I wouldn't be surprised if this episode ran a bit long, because A, defeating Highness usually doesn't go... First phase is fast, second phase usually takes a minute. Alright. So, luckily we can just kind of... Is Blossom Storm the name of the attack? I don't think it is. No, it might be. It's very powerful, so we can basically use it to get pretty close to, yeah, there we go. Basically stopping him before he can, like, even attack. Okay. While they do this, they get a lot of invincible. So... there we go. I didn't wait long enough for that to really be effective. Okay. We're just kind of getting a lot of residual damage. And then I can do that. Okay, there we go. We did it. We defeated him, and we still have heals for the next couple matches. Alright, yep, now we're up against Morpho. So... I do need to check Morpho's bio and make sure nothing's added in this place. I don't think there is anything, but it is important nonetheless. Nope. Judgment Day though, so that's always fun. Morpho Knight does have kind of a slow theme in this game. Like, it's a very good theme. Or is that just the first phase theme? Does it pick up in the second phase? Not really. Cool fact is that at the very least, at the end of Guest Star mode, the theme when fighting Morpho Knight changes to be the theme of usually the final boss of whatever game the dream friend you're playing as is from. So if I was playing as, you know, if I went back and played Guest Star as Gooey, Morpho Knight's theme, I believe, would change to Zero's theme from Dreamland 3. Although, I can't be certain on that because while I have played through Guest Star a few other times on my own file, I've never actually paid attention to the music when I fight Morpho Knight, so... Because usually if I was playing through Guest Star, it was like to grind puzzle pieces and just because I don't know, I wanted to do something with my hands, you know, and usually I'd actually be watching TV in the background too. Had my Switch in portable mode. Anyway, here we are. The final stretch, last fight, and it's against Void Termina, as you can see by the silhouette. Alright, so I'm going to readjust my mic as I settle in to fight against Void Termina. It's like the exact same fight. So yeah, it's, I believe, better to just charge shot. I think my strongest person to do for this is probably Biospark, because I believe that having like any sort of elemental thing, even if it's not really an element and more of just cutting, you know, is does more damage, but that could just be, you know, bias of it sounding cooler to fire like, you know, a throwing star sounding thing than, you know, just generic stars that don't really make any cool sounds the same way. I need to get up close so I can get around back. Okay. Should be like only one or two more. One more. Okay. And back around to the head. Let's try to avoid getting completely clobbered by this guy. Okay. We're gonna want to jump just in case. Okay, we made it. So, part of the way through the fight, but we have to go inside just like last time. Which shouldn't take too long. I do want to just see... yeah. Still the same. Except, Highness and the Mage Sisters aren't in here because I guess that didn't happen in this reality or something. I don't know how this stuff works. I used to, like, think... You know, I'm a Kirby fan. I know a lot of the Kirby lore. But then, like, when Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe came out, I was kind of like, I don't know if, you know, staying in, like, understanding the Kirby lore beyond, like, the bare minimum depth is really for me. It was mostly because deciphering the the Master Crown just became too much of just like, I'll wait for somebody else to do the work and deciphering what it all means for me. And then, I mean, since then I've been able to piece together some of, what happened, but like, in some of the greater lore and stuff, I think it was just required a bit of a reinterpretation of some of the stuff. But like, in the moment with that game, I was just kind of like, I don't know if, really seeking to try and do all of the Kirby lore is really for me. Instead, I'm just gonna stick to like, I don't know what you want to call it, like just the sort of basic stuff, basic understanding of Kirby lore. Now though, we kind of have to wait for him to show his back, so that kind of sucks, but we will be ready as soon as he is. For that, okay. Only able to hit him once, but we can now just do this, and yeah, there we go. And now all that's left is his face. Okay. He should summon Master Crown replica thing. Yeah. It's like some of the time you have to be like, how much of the Kirby lore is, like planned out, and how much of it is just kind of made up whenever they need to release a new game. Because, like, I really hate it when, series just keep expanding and setting the bar higher just because, we already set the bar high last time, I don't know, they could do a Kirby alternate universe thing where, like, they soft rebooted the series where we have an alternate universe Kirby or whatever or not like an alternate universe Kirby, but like we start over with the Kirby series in terms of scope and scale, and we say, that basically, okay, can you all cool it? Thanks. Never mind. Okay. We are here. So yeah, I don't think this is the final arena. I don't know. I guess I just forgot what some of the differences were between the final arena and the ones that came before it. But this is all required to unlock the final one, so, I'll do what I have to do. And preferably on screen for you guys, probably, right? I don't know. Although this episode, we do the arenas, but like, alright. There we go. Anyway, I think that's it for the arena. There's not much else that can really happen. Because I doubt they're going to make us do the laser beam section. Yeah. Anyway, huge victory. Also, why do they completely rank them on the same scale as, like, our other lower level, challenges? Like, that's even less sense to the whole difficulty options things. Anyway, I don't know. It's like difficulty options make sense if they completely, like, alter the game to some extent, but if they just make more enemies, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, because then it reaches a point where it plateaus either way. Anyway, the Soul Melter difficulty is now unlocked. We'll be doing that next time. But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, the day after that, and 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 it always will be Pun Food. You know, the ultimate choice is one of those things where I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna tackle this. Because, like, I just worried that, like, you know, I'd either die and then have to reset on one of them, and it's like, and because, like, you'd have to unlock the right ability to challenge some of the later difficulties, it's like, well, I have to clear the prerequisites, I should show those. But now I'm just like, I don't know. Should I have just skipped to, like, the final one, the one the people are actually interested in seeing? Because now I have to have a whole dedicated episode to it anyway, because, like, maybe I should cut out some stuff. We've already seen the bosses before. I don't know. Maybe I'll actually do that in post. No, I probably won't. I don't like cutting out stuff unless literally it's like I missed something in a Mario level and I'm like, I'm gonna go back. So, yeah, but, next time I guess I'll do the Soul Melter.